Hi, it's Eva Cartman, the host of the Dream Big podcast show, the place to go to learn, laugh, and grow. The title of this episode is Luck is for Leprechauns and You Are Not Green. It's a famous quote by one of the most motivational people on the planet, Eric Thomas, and it may just be the quote that you need to hear to push you to take massive action to move towards your big dreams. This is episode 151, Big Dreamers, and it's time to dream big. My name is Eva Cartman. I'm part of a squad of super kids that are here to change the world. We don't believe you need to be adults to have big goals and start working towards your dreams. We believe age is just a number, and you're never too young to make a difference. We may be young, but we are not naive. We understand that achieving our big dreams will not be easy. It will take incredible dedication, hard work, and yes, massive action. There will be ups and downs, but we embrace the challenges and relish pushing outside of our comfort zone because this is how we grow. They may not teach us these concepts in our school textbooks, but we are smart enough to know that the tools and tactics to achieve our big dreams are out there, and we are willing to do the work to seek out these skills and master them because we know that our future depends on it. We are the Big Dreamers, and it's time to dream big. Eric Thomas is literally one of the most motivational people in the world. I can say that with confidence because his YouTube videos get tens of millions of views, and they're all about how you can find your purpose and then turn your dreams into reality. We actually had another episode 128, where I shared Eric's most famous story about how you need to want to succeed as much as you want to breathe. If you haven't heard this episode, then please go check out dreambigpodcast.com/128. It's definitely worth a listen. Today, though, I wanted to share one of Eric's signature quotes because it really resonated with me, and I think all you big dreamers will also love it. And that quote is, "Luck is for leprechauns and you are not green." I know many of you know what a leprechaun is, but for some of the younger big dreamers who are not aware, a leprechaun is a type of fairy, usually depicted as a short bearded man wearing a green coat and hat and famous for being able to get to the hidden pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Leprechauns are lucky because they actually are able to get to that pot of gold, which is always featured in the fairy tale stories about leprechauns. When you're a leprechaun and have access to a pot of gold that you don't need to work for, guess what? You don't need to work very hard. When Eric Thomas says, "Luck is for leprechauns and you are not green," he's pointing out that you and I are not leprechauns. And since we are not leprechauns, we can't rely on pure luck. If we want that pot of gold, which is just a symbol in this case, for your big dreams, we actually have to put in the work to get there. You see, most people sit around waiting for good things to happen for them. They want opportunities to just fall into their laps. There are people who play the lottery all the time, and I'm not talking about people who play for fun here and there. I'm talking about people whose plan to succeed and get what they want in life is to actually win the lottery. If that's your plan, you might as well wish to be a leprechaun. We looked it up, and in a lottery in which you pick 6 numbers from a possible pool of 49 numbers, your chances of winning the jackpot, correctly choosing all 6 numbers drawn, are 1 in 14 million. In other words, if your chances to succeed are based on winning the lottery, you're relying on pure luck. So what's the key then if the opportunities are not going to magically fall into your lap? How do you achieve your big dreams? You work for them. You can't sit back and wait. You need to be proactive. You need to be intentional and deliberate when it comes to your big dreams. Eric Thomas has another famous quote, "The bigger the dream, the harder the grind." The grind is how hard you need to work to make your dream a reality. If you have big dreams, you're going to need to put in a ton of hard work. Eric Thomas is a prime example of what hard work looks like. Eric dropped out of high school and lived homeless on the streets of Detroit for 2 years. When Eric says he started with nothing, that's what he literally means. In order to get from where he was to where he is today, a best-selling author and sought-out speaker, he worked tirelessly. And a strong work ethic has definitely been a recurring theme I've noticed from many of our guests. Ruby Rose Turner, the Disney star of Coop and Cammy Ask the World, who was my guest in episode 117, shared how hard she would train from a young age to become a talented dancer. Ruby would practice nonstop, before school, after school, on weekends. Any free time she had was working on becoming a better dancer. She won numerous national champion award titles as a competitive dancer, which led to her big break of appearing on Dancing with the Stars, and the rest is history. Kobe Bryant, the Laker legend who is my guest in episode 103, did not just become one of the best basketball players ever because of natural talent. Of course he was talented, but he was known for having the most grueling workout of anybody in the NBA. Kobe woke up at 4 a.m. every day to work out. He worked out twice a day. He was at the gym before any other player and was usually the last to leave. Why? Because his dream was not just to become a great basketball player, but to win NBA championships and be in the NBA Hall of Fame and leave a legacy. So I want to ask you, and be honest with yourself, how hard are you working towards your dream? Remember, there are millions of other kids out there that also want to be doctors and singers and soccer players, to run their own science lab, to be an astronaut, whatever it is that you dream about. If you are serious about your big dreams, you need to be willing to put in the work. I keep talking about work. Remember though, when you are going after your dreams, something that you're passionate about, then you can learn to love the journey. You can understand that hard work will be required, but learn to embrace that and enjoy the process. This episode was a bit more on the serious side, so I thought I'd bring my little sister Sophia in to help brighten our day with a few jokes about leprechauns.
Why can't you borrow money from a leprechaun? Because they are always a little short. What does a leprechaun call a happy human wearing green? A jolly green giant. Why did a leprechaun turn down a bowl of soup? Because he already had a pot of gold.
Those lucky leprechauns with their pots of gold. Thanks, Sophia, for your help. Do you have any friends or family that can benefit from this advice, who need to hear that they're not leprechauns and can't rely on luck alone to get them to where they want to be? If so, you can point them to dreambigpodcast.com/151 for this episode's show notes. If everyone listening would just tell one person about the podcast, that would get our show in front of so many new big dreamers, which I would forever be grateful for. If you are enjoying the podcast, please take a moment to leave us a review on iTunes at dreambigpodcast.com/iTunes. We do read your reviews, and it helps us get in front of so many more big dreamers, which is my mission. If you would like to be part of the beta of the Dream Big Academy and get my free Confidence Secrets course, you can do that at dreambigpodcast.com/beta. In this free Confidence Secrets course, you'll get over 1 hour of me teaching you about how to develop your superpower of self-belief. If you're a younger big dreamer listening to this, please ask your parents to help you get it. Again, it's completely free for a limited time, so please take advantage and get the course while you still can at dreambigpodcast.com/beta. That's all the announcements for today. As always, thank you so much for tuning into the Dream Big Podcast. This is Eva Cartman reminding you that you have unlimited potential. Your dreams are not optional, you need to make them essential. So take massive action to turn those big dreams into reality. Live with passion, the way life was meant to be. I'll see you next episode. Bye.